If you're planning to travel to Latin or Central America, the amount of information at your disposal can be overwhelming, especially since it is a vibrant and diverse region that welcomes millions of international travelers every year. There's so much to see and enjoy, and today's video is going to list the top 10 places to see in Latin and Central America, including the best times of year to visit to make travel planning easier for you. Hit the subscribe button to receive notifications when the next video drops. Latin and Central America: Pacific Ocean to the west, Mexico to the north, Colombia to the south, and the Caribbean Sea to the east. Central America is home to 7 mostly tropical countries that represent a mixture of active volcanoes, beaches, relaxation, and travel hotspots. These countries are Panama, Belize, Guatemala, Costa Rica, El Salvador, Honduras, and Nicaragua. Latin America is a much broader term and region, and it includes Central America as well as Mexico and all the countries of South America and parts of the Caribbean as well. Home to about 640 million people, the predominantly spoken language is Spanish or Portuguese, 2 of the main languages derived from Latin. Top 10 places that's definitely a must-see in Latin and Central America. Number 10. Granada, Nicaragua. Granada is also one of Nicaragua's oldest and most historical centers. It also features the Spanish history and preserved colonial architecture. With its location in western Nicaragua, along the shores of the Lake Nicaragua, Granada offers tourists and travelers a lot to see and do, starting from outdoor recreations, arts, sightseeing, window shopping, and culture. A grand tour of the city center would leave you in awe when you see the old churches, multi-hued colonial buildings, landmarks, Spanish forts, lively markets, museums, and art galleries showcasing the culture and production of cigars and chocolates. There's so much to do in Granada. They include fishing, swimming, horseback riding, hiking, wildlife viewing, and picnics. The best time of year to visit is in May and June. This is because the temperatures are cool, flowers are fully bloomed, and some of the biggest events are usually held this period. Number 9. ROATAN, Honduras. ROATAN Island is the largest of the Bay Islands, surrounded by the second largest barrier reef in the world, and is a prime spot for snorkeling and scuba diving. It is known locally as the Coxswain's Hole, with a land area of 49 square miles. There's an array of activities from swimming to dolphin watching and beautiful beaches to explore. The best time of the year to visit is between May and September. This is because the weather is great and the island isn't going to be overcrowded with fellow tourists. But if you wish to visit the island at the peak of its season, book a ticket during the holidays like Christmas and New Year's. Number 8. Panama City, Panama. Panama City is Panama's largest and capital city. It is a mix of modern high-rise towers rising up from the surrounding tropical rainforest. A cosmopolitan city made prosperous by the development of the Panama Canal. Panama City is definitely one of the best places to visit in Central America. To-do lists include visits to the city's most famous attraction, the Panama Canal, and exploring the cobblestone streets and colonial buildings of the historic quarters. The best time of the year to visit the city is between January and mid-April. This is because it's the driest part of the year, and the beauty of this tropic country is most stunning. You can also visit during the rest of the year when you can experience local events and festivals. Number 7. León, Nicaragua. León is one of Nicaragua's oldest and largest cities, including being the country's political and intellectual center. Located along the Chiquita River northwest of the Managua, the capital city, León is rich in art and culture, as well as Spanish colonial architecture. There are a lot of sightseeing opportunities, which you can easily explore by walking and biking. It has more churches than any other Nicaraguan city, and the churches have lots of artistic works and tombs of important historical figures. There are several museums, art centers, and public murals to see and take pictures of. The best time of year to visit is from November to March, as it's dry and not a very hot period. However, it can get very cold at nights. Number 6. COPAN, RUINAS, Honduras. Copan is the ancient ruined Mayan city located in western Honduras, near the Guatemalan border. It lies on the west bank of the Copan River, about 35 miles west of the modern town of Santa Rosa de Copan. It's also a World Heritage Site, known for once being an important Mayan center of government, culture, and art. Today, it is a large complex consisting of 2 large pyramids, a ball court, several plazas, and beautiful stone temples and altars with hieroglyphics and carvings. All of these portray the history, events, customs, and beliefs of the ancient Mayans. The best time of the year to visit is January through March and June through December. This is when you are most likely to experience good weather with pleasant temperatures. If you haven't subscribed yet, please take a moment to do so. Number 5. Belize City, Belize. Do you love street markets? Take a walk through the city center where you'll see street hawkers selling everything from homemade jewelry, wood carvings, and other souvenirs. If you love nature, then you definitely need to visit the Crooked Tree Wildlife Sanctuary, which provides refuge for thousands of birds. There's also a community baboon sanctuary in a small Creole village a few miles from the city. The port city of Belize in Central American Belize is one of the most beloved Latin American travel hotspots and capital of the nation. If it's not on your travel list, what are you waiting for? The best time of the year to visit Belize is from late November to mid-April, during the country's dry season. Although this peak season draws thousands of tourists, it's a part of the sacrifice to make for warm temperatures, easy access to attractions, and clear skies. Number 4. Antigua, Guatemala. The famous, beautiful, and old colonial town of Antigua is one of Guatemala's top tourist destinations and major centers for learning the Spanish language. It is surrounded by 3 volcanoes in the highlands and provides impressive sights and enjoyable activities. A stroll through the city reveals breathtaking views of spectacular architecture, prominent landmarks, and historic churches. It was also declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site back in 1979 because of its living traces of Spanish culture. With its beautiful architecture, cobbled streets, and unique charms, this city is worth visiting. The best time of the year to visit is between mid-December and mid-April, when it's the peak season, making it the perfect destination to escape winter in the US or Europe. Number 3. Sacred Valley, Peru. Sacred Valley is one of the most visited areas of Peru and full of Incan history, unique natural landscapes, and ancient ruins, all of which contributes to its mystery, beauty, and charms. It is called the Sacred Valley because it originally belonged to the emperor or Inca. The best time of the year to visit is before peak season in April to May, or just after the peak season in September to October before the rainy season begins. The weather is good for exploration during these periods, and everywhere is less crowded. Number 2. Monteverde, Costa Rica. Monteverde is a beautiful region in Costa Rica, one of the country's biggest ecotourism destinations and voted one of Costa Rica's 7 wonders. The main reason Monteverde is really famous is because of its biodiversity. There are so many scenic and beautiful nature reserves and rainforest reserves. You can visit Vicervatora Park, go ziplining, birdwatching, hiking, and enjoy coffee tours with relaxation spots scattered around. The best time of the year to visit is December. This is due to a number of factors, such as cost of traveling and accommodations, climate, as well as avoiding peak holiday periods. Number 1. Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Ah yes, Rio de Janeiro in Brazil. The home of samba, bossa nova music, exports to the world, incredible beaches, breathtaking sceneries, and the inspiration of many songs worldwide. This is a must-see place to travel to if you're planning to tour Latin and Central America. There's so many things to see and do in Rio de Janeiro, but the best ones to include on your to-do list are dancing the night away in Lapa, one of the liveliest neighborhoods in Rio de Janeiro, Tijuca National Park, a day trip to Ipanema Beach, taking a cable car up Sugarloaf Mountain, and seeing Christ the Redeemer statue, also considered one of the 7 wonders of the world. The best time to visit is between December and March, when the weather is warm and sunny enough to hit the beaches. If you want to experience the Carnival, February is when to visit. What do you think of the places and locations covered in this video? And how many have you visited or want to visit? Putting all in your to-do list is definitely worth it. Make sure to join in on the next video by subscribing, and have a good one.